Hi friends, and welcome to the channel. It's been a while, and to be honest, it feels like I lost my creativity. But thanks to Litchi and Dronelink, we've actually got something to play with again, and I am going to do a couple of parts of videos on this and show you what a beast it is actually made out of the Mavic Mini. Litchi is still in the beta testing phase, but it will get better, and Dronelink is absolutely amazing for mapping. So what we're going to discuss today is Litchi. I don't want to make the video too long, so let's get Mini up in the air and start making a video for you guys. Here we go. Okay friends, here we are in the Litchi app, and I don't want to go into too much detail. If you guys do want me to do a more detailed tutorial on Litchi, then please leave a comment, and we'll see what we can do for you, because I do know Litchi quite well. I have been using it for about the past 2 years with a Spark, and it really gave a new dimension to the Spark, so it's going to do the same for the Mini. Anyway guys, what we're going to touch on today is our flight modes. Okay, at the top left you will see you have your FPV mode, which is your normal flight mode. If you tap on that, it brings up all your other flight modes. Now currently at the moment Waypoint and Orbit are not working with Litchi. I don't know if it will in the future, but we'll cover that in Dronelink, because that is where we do the mapping. If it does in the future, it'll be great, but what we're going to touch on today is the follow, and maybe if we have time, the track. I think we'll actually probably do both, because I don't want to make the video too long. And then my other favorite mode is focus. Pano is fairly straightforward. It's a 360 photo, and that also works fairly well. But without further ado guys, let's get Mini up in the air and start with the follow and the track. Here we go. And that is Mini up in the air. Right, I am going to record some video for you guys so that you can actually see see the actual footage as well as the screen recording. So here we go. That's recording started, and
recording started.
I'm going to put Mini towards my right so that that the sun is at Mini's back, which will help us out a lot. Now, what I'm going to do is let's try the track function first. I found it to be not very accurate, but it does work fairly well at times. So let's try the track function. So we tap the track button and then pinch with our two fingers a box around ourselves, and now Mini should be tracking me. Now, you'll see on my left hand side I have a settings button with a cogwheel. Now I leave the auto rotation on so that Mini follows us. Joystick reference I leave it default, and we're not going to be using the joystick in follow mode, so I leave that. Now I see what the mistake a lot of people make is with the orbit speed. They don't change the speed, so I'm actually going to change it's defaulted to 0. Mine's on 1 at the moment because I have been using this before. Let's move it to maybe 2 meters per second, which will give us a decent speed when it orbits. And that is our track settings. Right, now at the moment Mini is following me. Now if I just start walking without pressing any of the buttons on my left hand side, Mini should follow me like a spotlight as long as it keeps me in track. Okay, Mini's already lost me. Let's try get out of that area, and let's stop the track and get Mini to face me. See, Mini's still tracking. Okay, let's go into FPV so it cancels that, and then we'll go back into the track function. Now my settings should all be the same, and let's draw a box around myself, not too big so that Mini doesn't get confused. Right, now you can see Mini is tracking me once again. So now what I'm going to do is just walk a little left and right, and okay, Mini's already lost me with the shadows. So as you can see, the tracking function is not my favorite, and it's not extremely accurate. Okay, Mini's picked me up again because I walked into focus. Let's try walking a bit slower and walk in this direction. Okay, that seems to be a little bit better. Now what I'm going to do is we'll start with the actual follow mode. Now the follow mode is that little man with the arrow behind him. Now if I hit that follow, Okay, Minnie has to be a little bit higher and a little bit further back. So let's do that. And maybe let's do just the walking function and see if that makes Minnie a little bit more accurate. So the closer you are to Minnie, it seems, yeah. Okay, but there we go. Minnie's now got me again. So let's hit the follow button, and we do understand the risks. So let's hit OK. Now Minnie is focused on me. Now it doesn't matter where I walk, Minnie should follow me. And as long as I'm not moving too fast, Minnie will follow me. And that's not bad at all. Let's actually take a bit of a run and see if Minnie can keep up, or if Minnie's going to lose me. And Minnie is okay, but she's catching up. And let's go towards Minnie, and Minnie should back up and then actually turn around me and start following me from the back again. So as you can see, the track function is not bad at all for a beta version, but my more favorite function, which we're going to test now. Oh, actually, yeah, before we get out of this, let's do the orbit function. So let's stop the follow by pressing the red stop button. And let's give you, I don't want Minnie to fly into any trees, so let's back Minnie up a little bit, take Minnie up a little bit higher, and right, now what I'm going to do is, below the man with the arrow is an orbit button. If we hit that orbit button, now as you can see I've set my orbit speed to 2 meters per second, so I am going to hit go, and Minnie will start orbiting me, no matter where I am. And if I follow this way, Minnie will still keep track on me, but keep orbiting me. And I just want to make sure Minnie doesn't hit any trees, and Minnie has lost me officially. So what I'm going to do now is stop that orbit. If I'm standing still, Minnie tends to be actually a lot more accurate. So let's actually get into focus again. Okay, let's see if Minnie will follow me around now. No, Minnie's lost me, so let's go this way again and see if Minnie gets me in focus again. But when I'm standing still, Minnie seems to be fairly accurate with the orbit. So let's do that and actually hit the orbit button and stand still, and then you get a nice orbit around yourself with Minnie. When you're moving in track, it does work, but it tends to lose you quite quickly. So I'm sure Litchi will work on the tracking function, but in the meantime, it doesn't do a bad job at all. All right, guys, that is the track function. I don't want this. Don't want that Minnie just hits a tree.
Target lost.
All right, let's go into FPV mode. It was only a couple of leaves. So that is our track function, guys. Alright guys, let's stop the tracking now. As you can see, I've stopped the track function, and let's go into our next favorite function of mine, which I like, is the follow. Right, now with the follow, what I tend to do is get Minnie a little bit higher up and a little bit further away from me. Okay, let's actually move her that way so that she is actually facing me with the sun behind. Right, so Minnie is now at about 5 meters altitude. Let's take her up a little bit more, about 6 meters altitude and 16 meters away from me. Now if we look at our follow settings and I hit that set from aircraft position, it'll automatically set to the distance it's at, which is 6 meters and 16 and 15 meters away, which is great. That's where I want Minnie to follow me from. You can adjust that by pressing the plus minus buttons and doing it in whatever fashion you would like. Now I am gonna, with heading mode, I'm gonna touch on north today because north is a little bit more accurate. I might give you an idea of what the course setting is like, but that that's not quite as accurate because then Minnie gets confused with the orientation of the phone. So I like setting the heading mode to north, and as you can see I've already set it from the aircraft, so Minnie is now facing the west and will follow me, will keep facing west and keep following me from that direction. So if I walk towards Minnie now, Minnie will go backwards. If I walk to my left, Minnie will go to Minnie's right. If I walk to my right, Minnie will go to Minnie's left. Alright, so let me show you how this works, guys. It actually follows the GPS on on the phone, and you can see at the bottom left my accuracy is at 1 meter, which is great at the moment, so it means it's fairly accurate. I'm going to leave the subject height at 0 because that doesn't really matter too much. You can move it up to 1 meter if you want, 1.5 meters, but obviously I'm on the ground, so that doesn't make too much of a difference because the accuracy is not 100%. Alright guys, so now I hit follow and I'll get my warning again, and we'll hit the go button. Now now you can see Mini is actually, so let's walk a little bit to my left and Mini will keep me in focus there. Let me actually close this so you can see a little bit better, and I'll obviously show you what the footage looks like as well. If I walk away from Mini, then Mini will start following me from behind. So Mini will continue to face west until I actually change that direction. Now I can change that direction while we're walking. Let's for example say I want Mini, so I can tap on my follow settings again, and I want Mini to follow me, let's say from the south. Then I tap on south, Mini will face south and will keep following me now from that direction once Mini's locked on me. So now Mini's following me from behind again, but if I start walking towards the little dam, then Mini will keep me on my left, and if I walk towards Mini, Mini will follow me from the front and keep locked in that position. That, guys, is probably my favorite mode currently. And let's touch on this. I actually want to use to follow motorbikes in the future. So if you like that kind of content, please subscribe, and I will be making videos on that. But I don't want to use the beta version for that. I'd rather use the full version, even though the beta version seems to be pretty good at the moment. So let's stop that follow mode for now and actually go into the settings, and I am going to change this heading mode to course now for you, to show you what course does. Now for course to work, you actually have to be moving at least 1 meter per second. Okay, now currently Mini is leading, so in other words Mini is at the front of me, so it doesn't matter which direction I turn, Mini should stay in the front of me, and that's why I say Mini starts to get confused with the actual orientation of the phone. So let's try, for example's sake, let's just hit the follow mode, and Mini should move to, okay, Mini has not moved now. Alright, now Mini should keep following me from the front no matter which direction I turn in. So let's walk towards Mini and try and move a little bit quicker, so that we are moving at least 1 meter per second. There we go, and Mini's, now if I actually turn around, okay, see, Mini's already got confused with the orientation of the phone. So now Mini's gone to my left, and I haven't changed anything. And now Mini's trying to go back to the front of me again. And I haven't turned the phone or done anything, so it does seem to battle a little bit. Now if I turn around, Mini should actually come to the front of me, and let's see if Mini does. And you see, as you can see, Mini is battling quite a bit. So that's why I say the course mode is a little, she eventually does catch up when she does register that the phone has turned around, and now you can see Mini's back in front of me, which is what it should do. So that is why I actually prefer north mode to course mode. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of that. So let's stop the follow function now, because Mini's trying to move in all sorts of directions. And that's it, guys. Let's go back into my FPV mode, get Mini back on the ground, and then we can discuss what you guys think of it. So let's get Mini landed. I'm on 52% battery, and the next video I will touch on another favorite one of mine, which is focus, and then we can take it from there, guys. Let's do a hand landing for Mini, and let's stop the recording first.
Recording stopped.
Alright, and let's do a little hand landing, and then I'll have a chat to you guys now. Okay friends, Mini safely back on the ground, and if you guys like this type of content, please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. If you don't like it, let me know why in the comments, and what I can do to better it for you guys, what type of content you'd like to see. But I think Litchi and Dronelink have made a monster out of Mini, and it's absolutely great. It's exciting, and we'll do a lot more videos of the functions that are available. So guys, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll chat to you soon in the next video.